Just say when you've done the thing.
We've done the thing.
Hello, hello. How is everybody? Surprise!
So you can see
We weren't supposed to be here, but we're here.
Well, it says the live video is starting. Normally it does it by now, but
Not so
We'll
much
see what
yet.
happens.
Well, let me check it up on my phone. What am I wearing?
put it
Red.
up on your phone.
There we are. Turn down the volume.
Seems to be working.
Okay, well, surprise. We are here when we were supposed to be in Oregon, and we're going on an hour earlier than usual, but hopefully some of you got the text message and found out and are hopping on to join us. So thanks if you are. Please say hello in the comments so we know you're watching. Patty's on. Hello, Patty. I bet you appreciate going on an hour earlier.
Hello, Patty. Sorry,
How is everybody? Yes, we're home. We'll let a couple more people hop on and we'll explain why we're home. You might have seen, I posted about it. I posted an update. Okay, come here. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. He did it.
He always
Oh, hello, everybody. Let's see. Alana's on. Yes. Well, what happened this morning at noon, actually on time, as planned, we were heading, we had everything packed up. We were heading for 2 nights in Oregon to take our Daisy for a surgery tomorrow morning. And we knew weather would be bad. We didn't want to drive through this treacherous canyon after dark. So we wanted to make sure we were driving during daylight hours. So we were going a day early, and we were going to stay an extra day. And we weren't even out of town yet. We got a call from the vet. Apparently the weather there is even worse. And the vet said she can't even get out of her house to get to the clinic. So we turned around and we rescheduled the surgery for February 1st. We hate to wait that long, but we are going to be gone for that leadership conference in the middle of January, and we didn't want to leave a recuperating dog with a house sitter. So we wanted to be home for that. So we scheduled it for February 1st. So if y'all think about it, pray she doesn't do any major damage to the other knee. In the meantime, we're going to try to really kind of rein her in a little bit so she's not quite so active for the rest of this month, but we shall see. So we're here, and we're early because we have a meeting to go to. Since we're here, we need to go to this meeting, and it starts at 6. So we're a little bit early, but that's okay. We're going to get this craft done because it came in the mail today, and we're going to skedaddle out of here, and that's our story. So who else here? Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Patty. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Kita. Snow is all gone, not ours. We're getting a fresh new dumpage. Okay, Duke, I'm gonna have you get down. Good boy. Okay, so in the mail came today my club transfer. Because I'm a designer, I get them early. If I put in an order early, I get an order early. So this is the January club transfer. It says, if you can't read it, it says, love is not just looking at each other, it's looking in the same direction. And that's a quote from Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Hey, Christine. It's evening here, yes. I was saying good morning to Jackie. She's in the UK, so it's morning there. It's probably middle of the night there, Jackie. Are you not sleeping? Hi, Ken. Hi, Karen. Thank you so much. So anyway, Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, if you don't know, and I only know because I looked it up, he was a French author in the he was born in 1900. He was a aviator and also an author. He wrote The Little Prince. That's probably his probably most famous work that you might recognize. Anyway, I love this quote. I'll tell you why in a little bit. Anyway, this is our club transfer. It's only available to club members or to designers. So you can't just go order it off the website. And what I like to do every time it comes is I like to show you how I can reuse my board and put down a new design. So here was last month's. This was December's. Good things are going to happen. If I decide, and if I've got this on a couple other things. So if I'm done with this, I don't have to just pack away this frame and have it sit in storage. I can reuse this and put something new on it. A lot less storage. So let me show you how we do that. This is our, then my mind has just, I can't remember which, Aiden. This is our Aiden frame. This is the 9x12 Aiden frame. It's a chalkboard finish, and it is also magnetic, which is just awesome. Okay. So if you get into chalking, this is an awesome investment because it fits any of the B-size transfers and you can use it over and over and over again. So let me show you how I get rid of this design. Remember, our pastes are water soluble and semi-permanent. Right now, it's not coming off. We call that smudge and budge proof. So it's not coming off. But if I want it off, I'm going to take some water and I'm going to spray it. Because our pastes are water soluble, that water within just a minute or two will start to soak in and soften up that paste. And then I'm going to get my paste scraper out. It's just a hard plastic scraper with a beveled edge. If you don't have one of these, you can use like a credit card or something. Don't use like a metal spatula because that could scratch your surface. Not sleeping yet. Had a nap earlier. Well, yeah, you're tired because you don't sleep at night, sweetie. 1:05 a.m. though. That's not horribly late. Okay, so I've let that soak in. I'm going to take my paste scraper and I'm going to just start scraping off that paste. And you can see it coming off. Most of it coming off, not all of it. But don't worry. So I'm just scraping at that, and this, because it's plastic, it's not damaging the surface. I just scraped that layer of chalk paste off.
It says, sounds like a great use for a credit card. What?
Debit card. Gift card.
Discarded.
Discarded. Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to take a paper towel and clean this off, and I'm going to just pick up all of this paste that I scraped off. And you can see it's mostly off. But not completely. There's a little bit of ghosting. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my board eraser, which is like a magic eraser, but no chemicals. Spray it just a little bit. And then if there's any ghosting, if there's any residual paste that still is on there, this will take it off.
You like the ring light in the video there? Just on the reflection is showing the ring light.
Okay. So
we're gonna change out that overhead light pretty soon. I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I'm out of those paper towels. Time to get a new one. So voila, I have a fresh, clean board with no evidence of that last transfer, and I can put something new down on it. So in the long run, where this frame is kind of an investment initially, I can use it over and over and over. And everything's good. It's got a little bit of paper towel fuzz. So I'm just using a microfiber to get that off. And there we go. We are ready to put something new down. I'm going to check to see, I guess this doesn't matter which is the top. It doesn't have a sawtooth. It just has a little lip. So it doesn't matter which is up and down. Yes.
Jackie says she's starting to redecorate her bedroom tomorrow. Going to sage and cream.
Ooh, how pretty. You have to send pictures. I love that combination. What's your design style? Is it kind of romantic, lacy, or is it farmhouse or modern? Okay, so here's our transfer. Like I said, I just got it today. The regular club transfers start getting sent out around the 7th of the month. So if you're a club member, you should be getting yours before a week or two. Okay. So love is not just looking at each other, it's looking in the same direction. We found this, let me tell you, when we found this to be true, we were going through Financial Peace University, the Dave Ramsey series, which we highly recommend to any of you. But that's where we learned that money causes fights. Money, what did they say? Money is the number one cause of fights in marriages. And part of that comes with here's the couple, and the money problems are in the middle. And so here's the couple trying to fight the problem, and they end up fighting each other. And that does not work. Okay, so these are self-adhesive, reusable silkscreen transfers. So very sticky. I'm going to peel it off, and I'm going to fuzz it a bit. I don't need to wax this surface. There's no paint to come up. So I'm going to put a little bit of fuzz on this so it doesn't stick so hard to this that I stretch my transfer or distort it. Anyway, we learned that if you, as a couple, instead of putting the problem between you and you end up fighting each other, you come together and you face the problem and fight against the problem side by side instead of at each other. Does that make sense? And this quote reminds me of that. Love is not just looking at each other, but looking in the same direction. Even for positive, for future goals, looking in the same direction, or even dealing with problems. Coming along side by side and dealing with fighting the problem and not each other. So I hope that makes sense. Anyway, that's kind of what this quote means to me. So I've got some fuzz on it. So it lightens up the sticky just a bit. And I'm going to do it just simple. I'm going to line it up in here. Fits just perfectly in here. And I'm going to start in the middle and push out and make sure there's no air bubbles trapped. Remember, these are adhesive, so the green part is sticking down to the surface, preventing the paste from escaping and not staying where we want it to be. Okay, again, I've got them mesmerized. Okay, part of club. So every month for $19.99 a month, it's like a DIY subscription kit. So every month you get a new exclusive 8.5 by 11 transfer this size, and you get 3 paste packets. And that's enough to do several projects with your transfer. So the paste packets look like this. These aren't the exact ones. But the colors that come with this that they've looked at and decided is raspberry sorbet, which is a beautiful pink, and peony. We used that yesterday on here. So it's a lighter pink, really pretty. I don't know if the color is showing up on there. And shimmer silver. You gotta love a shimmer. Okay. Going with vintage style wallpaper and busy painting up my old frames in sage to go on the cream walls. I have a rogues gallery in my room. I'm surrounded by family past and present. How sweet. I hope that's all good memories. We like the song Chris Young, I Hear Voices. And it's true. We hear voices from the past in our heads. Okay, so I'm gonna do this up just a little bit differently. I copied off their sample, so I'm just gonna use their colors, but I'm going to do one thing a little bit differently. I'm not going to do these hearts. I'm going to do something a little bit different there. Okay, so that's off to the side so I can look. Okay, so again, club, to your door, to your mailbox once a month, a craft project. All you need to do is find a surface to put it on. If you joined and bought one of these frames, you'd be good to go for years. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to do the top down because I don't want it to dry in the screen. So I'm just going to kind of work top down. And I'm going to start with my raspberry sorbet. Isn't that pretty? And it's kind of, yeah, it does kind of remind me of raspberries. So I just take our paste, which is chalk in paste form, and I'm just applying it over this screen with a squeegee. And I'm scraping off any excess. Set that to the side. And then the next is, well, that felt a little dry. I think I'm going to pull it. Check your fingers for paste. Now, I don't want that to dry, so while it's still wet, I'm going to peel it up. And I'm going to just give it a quick shot of my dryer. If it dries in the screen and I pull it up, it comes up with the screen. I don't want that. I want it to stay on the surface. So I peel that up, just give it a quick dry, and then I'm going to just gently lay that back down. I'm not going to push down on it because I'm done chalking up there. Next I'm going to do is not just looking at, and I'm going to do that in my shimmer silver. And with the shimmers, they have this ultra fine mica flake that creates that shimmer. And as it sits, it kind of settles a little bit. So it's a good idea, not absolutely necessary, but it's a good idea to just give it a quick stir right before you use it to make sure all of those mica flakes are distributed evenly. Okay, same thing, a little bit on the squeegee. And drag it over the screen. And with the shimmers, I like to kind of come at it a couple different directions to make sure it gets pushed through that screen. And wipe up the excess. And put it back in my jar. And same thing, I'm going to peel this. I'm going to make sure I'm only peeling top down, not side to side. Okay, looks good. Isn't that pretty? Super easy. We'll be done here in no time. Because I'm really looking forward to sitting into a meeting. It's really not that bad. I just don't want to go out. I just want to stay home and watch the snow out the window. Okay, so again, I've got a little quick dry on that. I'm just going to lay that down. I'm only going to push down where I haven't yet chalked. Okay, now the outline of this little banner is in peony. So I'm going to use a half a mini squeegee. Here's our mini squeegee, and I sliced this in half, so it gives me just a little more control. And I'm going to do those dots, and I'm going to do those lines. So some of you are club members. give a shout out if you are a club member. And tell me what you think of clubs. Some of you started out as club members and quickly became designers, which is awesome, which tends to happen a lot. So if you're a club member, just don't type club because then you'll get a message. If you're interested in joining club, you want to find out a little more information or where to sign up, you can type club in the comments and the bot will send you the link. It's a great bargain. There's some perks that come with it. So your shipping is free for your monthly transfer. That comes to you free. You don't have to pay shipping for that. And then anything you order throughout the rest from the website, any other time, you have flat rate shipping of $4.95, which is an awesome deal. If you order things online that's not Amazon, you know shipping gets a little pricey, and $4.95 is a great deal. Then there's other perks. There's one coming up starting the 10th of the month where our club members get 50% off a set of transfers, a special set that they're bringing back out. I'm going to wait on that. They've always got some sort of a deal going on for club members. And then in addition to that, and I can't tell you specifics about it, I have special deals for my club members and special gifts and for your anniversary dates, your club anniversary dates, and a gift for your birthday. I think I have 6 club members right now. And what I would like to do, I'd like to get 10 club members. And if I can get 10 club members, what I want to do is once a month have a club Zoom night where we go on Zoom and we do a craft using our club transfer. So I think it would be great fun. I just want to get a couple more, 4 or 5 more club members. So think about it and let me know if that's something you're considering. Okay, so again, pushing back down. And let's see. We are doing in silver, we're doing the It's Looking in the. Okay, got no club members? Or am I mesmerizing you? How many do I have? How many do we have? We've only got 7 people. We're going to have to work on that this year. We got to get some more viewers. Not that there's anything wrong with 7. Okay, and these little dots down here, I'm just going to do them real quick. Again, the shimmer pastes, I think I've mentioned this, the shimmer pastes, you get a little extra drying time. They take a little longer to dry. So I have a little bit of extra working time with the shimmers. And then I'm going to go back to my raspberry sorbet for same direction. Now you could easily just do this all one color. That's all up to you. I'm going to get another little half to get those hearts. quiet. Are you still there? Everybody with me?
I'm thinking they're all still there.
I'm hoping so.
Or they're busy making
They're
dinner.
busy.
Or
They
something
could be
like
making
that.
dinner, driving home. Hopefully you're not. Hoping that
Watching
you're all
video,
hands free. Don't text if you're driving.
Don't watch a video if you're driving. If you're
Well, you
writing,
can
that's
listen.
something else.
Okay. And then I'm going to just really quickly hit this name with the peony. And I can pull the whole thing up. Scrape off the excess. There we go. And
Jackie says she's just waiting until they ship to the UK.
I
Kim
know.
says 3 out of 4 voices in my head are memorized, but
Are mesmerized. Are probably mesmerized.
but I love it.
Okay. So this is really sticky, so I'm kind of walking it up. Here we go. Awesome. Is that not pretty? I need a
That's
stool
just
on
beautiful.
wheels. Okay, so I'm going to sit that down, and before I do anything else, I'm going to spray my transfer with water just to make it easier to clean. And pretty, pretty, pretty. I am not a huge pink fan, but I do like this. I like the silver. That kind of takes away, but you could use whatever colors you want. It doesn't have to be a Valentine's-y thing.
Especially with that statement.
Yes, it could be. You could use any colors. Jackie could use her sage and cream. That would look beautiful.
If we could only get it shipped to the UK.
We could get it shipped to the UK. It's just going to cost a lot. So I can guarantee you Chocolate Tour is working on that. But I do know different countries have all different kinds of trade rules and... Oh, thank you, Ken. Okay, so I didn't do the little hearts on purpose because I wanted something a little different, kind of make it a little dimensional. I found these. I can't find them again. If I found any more, I would snatch them up. I found these at the Dollar Tree. These are little wooden hearts, cutouts. Like, I don't know, what do you call that? That scroll work.
Well, you might call it filigree.
Filigree? I don't know, but
You know
it's
what? I don't know if we lost.
It's gorgeous.
Everything just sort of died.
Everything died?
Yeah.
Okay, so there are live video. Okay. Well, anyway, there are 6, 2 of each kind in each package for $1, and they're
Well,
awesome.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that went through.
Okay. So pretty. So delicate looking. So I think I'm going to use, these.
So those are laser cut.
Yes.
They're things I used to do at my school.
Yeah.
Get a thin piece of luan or something, and you could laser right through them. They're very detailed,
Yeah.
really pretty.
And actually, some of the pieces haven't come out yet, but I'm just kind of poking them out with my little Cricut poker tool.
Jackie says she's not really into pinks, but I could see giving it to her
Yeah.
granddaughter.
There you go.
Is your granddaughter into pink?
But like I said, you could use any color.
Yeah, the sage and cream would look good on
It's
that.
a very appropriate for Valentine's Day, but not limited to Valentine's Day.
Your pesto.
My pesto.
the
I also
pesto
have sage.
And that, not khaki. No, I can't remember.
I have eucalyptus.
That
I
would
have
be a
eucalyptus,
good,
sage, pesto.
do you have a sage?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
This is sage, and this is eucalyptus. Okay. So I'm just, there's a couple little of the wooden pieces that didn't completely poke through. So I'm just poking those out. I don't even have to, but I'm just doing it. And I thought because this is magnetic, I'm going to glue a magnet on the back, and I'm going to just place those right there. It'll give it a little bit of dimension. Hold on. What am I doing?
You're not under the camera.
Okay. Let me finish this. Okay. And yeah, I think that is, it's some sort of really, really cheap wood, but okay. So I'm gonna paint these up real quick and put those on a magnet. And so they were done in the peony, the hearts in that section. So I'm going to paint them really quick with the peony. So I'm going to take a little bit of, I'm just going to put it in the lid. I'm going to take a little bit of my paste. Put it in the lid, and I'm going to spray distilled water on it so that I can thin it down. And I'm going to take a brush and just kind of mix that up so it's thinned out like chalk paint. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to I'm going to turn on my...
Peter says that looks like a ceramic cleaning tool.
A ceramic, yeah, kind of. It's a Cricut weeder thing. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a light coat. Maybe I should have made it a little thicker.
Probably need 2 coats.
Could do. Yeah. Or I can just take the actual paste, not diluted. That thickens it up a little bit.
Yeah, I would just be careful that it doesn't plug up the holes as you're working. That's we found spray paint worked on when we would paint our wood pieces like that. Spray paint was the best,
but if you want to get that exact color match,
yep, that'd be hard to do.
okay.
You know, you brought up that this phrase reminds you of us doing the Dave Ramsey thing. Honestly, we would not be retired had we not gone through that program and followed the steps. We would not be sitting here doing this.
We would still be working, earning a paycheck,
Just
making payments back in California. But we got serious and we got debt free, and here we are.
Changed our lives completely.
Okay, so if I had extra, because I used distilled water, I can stick that right back in my jar, because I didn't introduce any contaminants into the paste. And I'm going to give this a quick dry. How are we doing on time? We've got a couple more minutes and we've got to fly out of here. So I got some magnets from Dollar Tree. So this pack, there's 12 up. It looks like 6, but they're doubled up. Okay, so I've got some magnets. These aren't sticky on the back, so I'll have to glue them down. But just something a little different. Give it a little bit of dimension. It's not a bow or anything. Some of that paste got in the holes, and maybe I should have used anyway. What do you think? Is that going to look good? Okay.
Gosh, it's good.
So let me see. Well, you know what? I told
Your
you.
battery again.
Yes. I got a new one. I got another one down here. Hope that looked attractive. Okay.
Well, you were on the little screen for that. So it
Okay.
didn't much matter.
Good. Okay. So, okay, while I'm waiting for that to heat up, I will clean my transfer. So let me stick that out of the way, put that there, and I'll show you how I clean my transfers. So I put it down on this dish drying mat, and I sprayed it with water just because I don't want the paste to dry in the screen because it makes it harder to clean. Not impossible, just harder. And I'm going to spray it again. And I'm going to start, I like to start with a paper towel first to just pull up that initial excess paste that's on the transfer. Okay, and see, I get a bunch, but there's still more. But wait, there's more. But that just gets that initial layer off, so I don't junk up my board eraser. These are our board erasers. They are like Mr. Clean Magic erasers, but no chemicals. We don't want to use chemicals on these because that'll break down the adhesive. Okay, so I just dip this in a bucket of water, and I take it and clean off the rest of that paste, and you can see there's still paste in that screen. And that's what I'm after, to get that out. So I've got pretty much everything from the top. Now I'm going to turn it over. Now if I just let it dry like that with the paste in the screen, I wouldn't be able to use it the next time because it would clog the screen and the paste would not go through. So that's why it's important to clean the screen front and back after you use it. And then remember when I put fuzz on it so that it didn't stick so hard. Now I want to get that fuzz off. If you are near a sink, that is actually the easiest way to clean these, but I'm not near a sink. So I'm showing you how I can clean it away from a sink. And just rinse out your sponge. These last a while. They're not meant to last forever. After I've used it couple of weeks, depending on how much chalking I'm doing, they'll start to crumble and fall apart, and that's okay. They're not too expensive. They come in a pack of 2. And flip it back over to the front, and you can see some of the colors have such a high level of pigment that they stain the transfer. That's okay as long as there's not paste in the screen. We are good. So normally I would have you air dry this, but I want to show you how to put it back on its backer sheet. So I'm just going to take a paper towel and only do this while the sticky side is wet. Otherwise you'll have paper stuck to the sticky. So I'm just drying that off enough so that it air dries really quickly. And once it's dry, the stickiness returns. And like I said, you can use these 8, 10, 12 times, guaranteed by the company. I have screens that I have used, transfers that I have used many more times than that. Okay, and so I take my backer sheet that I saved. There's a shiny side. See that shiny? And then there's a matte side. You want the shiny, really slick side to be facing the sticky side. And I just line up an edge, push it down, turn it over, make sure there's no creases or bubbles, and put it back away in its little plastic case. And it's good to go for the next time I want to use it. So I've got a couple other ideas of how to use this transfer. Again, this transfer is only available in the month of January. After January 31st, it goes away and you cannot get one. And again, the only people who can get them are club members or designers. So if you like this and you want to join club, type club in the comments and I'll send you the link to join club. Okay, let's get back to this. My glue gun is heated up. So I'm going to turn these over and separate these, make sure they're, I guess it doesn't matter. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here. And what's nice about the magnets is that that makes them reusable too. I don't have to, when I remove the surface, I don't have anything completely glued down hard. Let me just remove the magnets and redo the board.
Also makes it a three-dimensional piece
Yeah,
too.
it kind of
just
gives it
adds
a little
touch.
Okay, so there we go. What do you think? So again, this is our January club transfer. I've barked enough about club. If you're interested, let me know. We can get you signed up for that. I'm looking for some new club members. So we can start, we have enough that we can do some fun things together. So there it is. And if you want to flip the screen over, get it over the top, I'll do my pose and we will get on our way. Okay, awesome. So I hope you love it. And thanks again for popping on with us. You didn't get much notice. We didn't get much notice. We were supposed to be in Oregon, but I'm glad for the way things worked out. And we will see you again tomorrow. And I think that's it. We got a meeting to get to, and you have stuff to get to. I hope you have a great night. Thanks for liking our page, for following our page, and for sprinkling our page. This word, sprinkling, we appreciate that. It helps grow our business. And we appreciate you for your stars and just for watching and for talking with us back and forth. It's very encouraging for us. So again, thanks so much, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.